Peaceful moments in my life aren't so hard to come by anymore. I wish I could go back 20 years and tell myself half the things I'm worried about are not going to matter. Every minute I get to work on my gardens, I am happy. And one of my very favorite things are these beautiful ornamental onions. I just think they're so elegant and stately. That is so sweet. It's so happy. Look at that. I just love it. That purse is so adorable. Sometimes, though, I have to face the fact that I never met a purse that I didn't like. Everybody, thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi today. I hope you had a good week. I had a pretty good week. I had kind of an intriguing week. How about that? Anyway, I wanted to thank you so much for your sweet comments on my video last week. We were talking about lessons that we all learned a little too late, but we made it work anyway. And the video caused a little bit of a controversy, and some people felt a little bit uncomfortable with going over that territory, but most of you didn't. And that impressed me so much, because every single time you share your life, whether a joyous thing that's happened to you or something sorrowful, it helps someone not feel so alone, not so isolated. So I can't thank you enough for being so wonderful. Anyway, I got a comment from a sweet gal that's been with me for almost 10 years, and she said, I love the deep chats, okay? But I need help with skin and makeup and some clothes. Can you please do a favorites video? I thought, well, that's fair. That's fair. Let's do this. And I want to show you the two dresses that, well, I'm going to wear one of them to my son's wedding, but I've got it down to two. And I want to show you the accessories that I have purchased, earrings and shoes and even eyeglasses that I want to wear with these dresses. And I also would love your feedback, if you can bear it just one more time, maybe which dress you like best. But that's it. I'm ordering both of them because you always have to have a backup, right? These are such pretty sandals to wear with a formal dress. And this is something, because it's a wedge, I can wear at my son's wedding, and I can dance all night and my feet won't hurt. So I'm going to stay away from the high heels, and I have been looking at different blinged out sandals, and this one I really liked. I have this in gold, but I think I'm going to need silver for my plum dress, and I have to show you these two dresses. Are you with me now? You gonna look at the two dresses for me? Okay, good. This is another sandal that is so blinged out, and it's so pretty. Now, this is a completely flat sandal, and I could wear this with one of my dresses that comes all the way to the floor, because nobody's gonna see my feet. very best thing I have done for myself this year is start on a B12 supplement. I take 2 or 3 of these gummies a day and suddenly I have more energy, I can sleep, and I'm calmer. So, wow, what a difference. It took about 3 weeks for me to totally realize that my life changed. Boy, it's hot. It's like 85 degrees here. And I don't have the air on because I don't have air. Anyway, the number one thing I get asked is, what do you do with eye swelling and eye bags? And I always say the same thing. For the last, I believe, 5 years, maybe even 6, I use the Rock Retinol eye cream. I use it day and night. I use it under makeup. It's fabulous. And I not only use it underneath my eyes, but I use it around my lips. And why do I do that? You know why I do that, because we get these little lines around our lips and they bother our lipstick. I smoked for 40 years and I always loved hot dogs and Cokes with straws. So I am very surprised that I don't have more lines around my lips, but I do think that this has helped me. I would not be without it. I love it. Another thing I wanted to share with you. I'm a little puffy today because I put salt on my dinner last night, which I never should have. But one thing that is a game changer for me are these. These are my gel collagen eye patches. They're the best I've ever used. And I keep these in the refrigerator. These are not expensive. I get these off of Amazon. But why do I love these so much? They absorb the cold better than any under eye patches I have ever used. And the formula is very, very gentle, but you can still feel it sort of draw all the, extra liquid from your eyes. It's fantastic. And the other thing is they come in these individual packs, so you don't have to root around in some slimy little container for them. You just cut them open and they stay on. The way that these are designed, of course, maybe it's just my big old fat face, but the way these are designed, I can just put them on and they stay. Have you seen this foundation? Everybody and their brother has reviewed it, but it is the TIRTIR Korean foundation that it is a sensation. It has taken TikTok by storm and YouTube by storm. I'm the last person on earth to talk about this foundation, I think, pretty much. But I saw all these glowing reviews by all these beautiful young girls in their 20s, and I thought, well, that probably won't work for me at my age. But I ordered it anyway because, I'm kind of a sucker when it comes to makeup. And it wasn't too expensive. It cost me about $24. It is a sponge makeup. Now, I think we've all used a sponge makeup before. We all know the concept of sponge makeup. You have your little puff pad, and you press it into the makeup, and then you kind of tap it out here in this little compartment they give you to make sure that it is distributed equally. And then what they want you to do is take your skin and then just start patting. Just go through every little inch of your skin and pat the makeup in. Okay, I don't know about you, but I don't have time every day to be patting makeup into my skin. But to be fair, it's a beautiful makeup. It really is. And I think one of the reasons it's such a beautiful makeup is that 6 hours, 7, 8 hours later after you put it on, it looks better than it did when you first applied it. And I looked at the ingredients of this makeup, and there's niacinamide in this makeup. That explains it, because niacinamide makes our pores appear smaller. So therefore, when you put it in makeup and then the makeup dries a little bit, so therefore that's why it becomes part of our skin. So you get full coverage, but you get the feel of a very lightweight makeup. And it's really beautiful. No matter what your age, it's very beautiful. So I probably will be wearing this makeup to my son's wedding in August, and I had to share that with you. So if you're tempted to try it but think, well, maybe it'll be too heavy, or maybe it will look too greasy, because there's a fine line between, you know, like a healthy glow and just looking sweaty and greasy. So I would rather have a matte finish now, but this makeup really is, it's very, very beautiful. Well, my little garden is coming along just fine. I have never grown roses before. These roses were a present from my friend Barb when I first moved here. They're just, they've gotten twice as big, and they're so pretty. Yellow roses. How about that? It doesn't feel like Texas. I had no idea that there were rimless glasses. And I was kind of agonizing, like, should I go to my eye doctor and ask him if I can be fitted for contacts? But then I saw on Amazon they're selling these really nice rimless glasses, and there's a little bit of a diamond area on the side of the glasses. So it really, from afar, it really doesn't look like I'm wearing glasses, although it makes my eyes look kind of big. I'm trying to show you what these rimless glasses look like. I can't have any type of ring light on or any light on at all. I'm in front of a window right now. But I think they're kind of attractive. I don't want to get used to wearing contacts in August at my son's wedding, so I think these might be kind of a solution for me. I don't know, what do you think? This is Element Edition Sapphire. I think every woman deserves to have a signature scent. This is mine. I just love it. You ask me sometimes what I wear, what I like to wear on a special occasion, and this is absolutely it. This is the scent of apples and lilies of the valley and a little bit of musk. It's very subtle. It's very dreamy. It's a lazy Sunday afternoon when you've just had the best time of your life. That's how I feel when I wear this. So it's not too expensive. I'm kind of stuttering. I think whenever I'm kind of emotionally attached to something, I start to stutter. I don't know why that is, but it's a lovely perfume. But I'm used to spending like $50 on Susan Graver dress pants, black dress pants. And at Walmart, I got pants just as good for $12.99. And if I get a chance, I will show them to you now, and I'll show you what they look like on. Now, they're not going to look super great on me. You know, I bought them in a medium, and they won't look super great because I'm still 15 pounds more than I should be. And I'm 5'1" too, so pants really, I wouldn't exactly say it's my shining moment, but I love these pants. And with the right shoes and the right blazer, and that's the other thing, Walmart has linen blazers, and they are so gorgeous. You've got to be kidding me. A linen blazer at Walmart, and it's I think it's under $25. It's double-breasted. It's the Sophia line, and oh, I bought mine one size bigger than I am right now because I love that look. I love that, you know, the jeans and then the oversized blazer. I just think that looks so cool with like a tank top or maybe a shirt that says the Beatles or Tom Petty. I don't know. All of a sudden, I'm like tapping in to my rock and roll roots. It's like I was so lucky to grow up in the 60s and be able to party in the 70s. It was such a magical time. And so I'm kind of going back to that and kind of celebrating some of those musical artists. I love this linen blazer. It is just amazing. I have to iron it before I show it to you, but I've got my Beatles shirt with it, and I'm just going to be like the coolest grandma on the block. Maybe. Could be. I did a double take when I saw this in the store because you know who Stella McCartney is, the designer, Paul McCartney's daughter. This was similar to a dress that she designed that I saw, and so I grabbed this faster than you could say, I love Paul McCartney. And this is another great white shirt I got. I have to try this on and show you what this looks like. It just dresses up any outfit. It's just the coolest buckle belt. So sweet. It's so happy. Look at that. I just love it. Sounds so easy. Go to the store and pick yourself up a very sexy red lipstick for summer. Yeah, that's easy, right? No, it's horrible. Almost 9 times out of 10 when I go buy a red lipstick from the drugstore, the actual formula of the lipstick is great. I love Maybelline, but the red is just wicked bad. But this one, I found the perfect one for summer. This is Red For You, Maybelline. Have you tried this? It is the most beautiful shade of red. And if I get a chance, I want to show you what this looks like on. But it's cool. It's so pretty. It's not too red. It's not too orange. It's just, oh yeah. It's a really nice red lip. I am so happy that I added these shears. I think they truly are beautiful. The way they catch the sunlight and they just make everything extra pretty all throughout my little cottage here. In my little cottage here for over a year, and I never dreamed that I would love it this much. And I asked you last year, what do you think I should do with the window treatments? And everybody said, please don't put up heavy drapes. I've got these beautiful 5 classical windows, and I think just plain simple shears with those great expressive Roman rods, I think they're very, very pretty. always used to be on a quest to learn everything yesterday, but there's so much satisfaction in my life now knowing that every single day there's something new to learn. Last week's video truly did hit a nerve. There's so many of us that we deal with a lot of issues, but when it comes to lessons that we learn too late, yeah, it does hurt us, and we need to be a little bit prepared. And I wondered why that video took so much out of me. I mean, after I filmed it, I was just spent. But I have a better idea of exactly what happened and why it touched a nerve. And you know, of all your comments, and there was over 1,000, there were two things that kept coming up, lessons that you learned too late. And one was when you met a man and fell in love, you thought you could change him. And that didn't work out. It didn't work out for you, and it sure didn't work out for me. But the other one went very deep. Very, very deep. And that's looking back on our mother's lives and feeling like we didn't give her enough compassion for what she was going through because we didn't understand what it was like to be a mother raising 6 or 7 children and having a husband that was a bit abusive and making fat jokes. And in the middle of the night, I was talking to one of you lovely ladies, and I hope you're watching because you'll know certainly who you are, but we're talking in the middle of the night through the comment section. And she was talking about how it haunts her that her mother worked so hard, but that she didn't give her mom compassion, and her father was rather cruel to her mother, and that just seemed like to roll off her back, and she just is haunted by it and feels so bad. And I could relate to that somewhat because when I was growing up, you know, my mom was a single mom. We didn't have any money. We didn't even have a car, and there were no vacations, you know, to the beach. I didn't even go to McDonald's till I was 20. I mean, we didn't have fun. Well, Mom did the best she could. She was working 2 jobs to pay for the food and the house and clothes so I could go to school and my school books. But did I ever remember saying, gee, Mom, you're doing such a great job and you work so hard? And no, it was like, well, Mom, all the other kids are going on vacation. Why not us? But then, towards the end of this conversation, last week, this woman said to me, our mothers knew us so well, they could see right through us. And they knew that someday we would grow up to be women that would understand. We would grow up to be women that would look back on them with loving eyes and understand. When I read those words, it was like 1,000 pounds was lifted from my back, and I realized those words are true. Our mothers knew that we loved them, and love is love is love, and not even death can stop all that love. So they knew someday we would understand. I think it's always the case. We can see through our children. And no matter what they do or say right now, they will look back with very, very loving eyes. And they'll think of so many questions they wish they could have asked us. Desi, let me ask you a question. Do you want to go in your backyard and be king, or do you want to go for a walk? Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I loved every second of it. If you get a chance down below, could you maybe share some favorites that you're enjoying this summer. That's always so much fun, isn't it? Please have yourself a happy, safe, brand new week. And when you're done with your week, you come back and see me and Desi. And next week is Paul McCartney's birthday, and we're having a big bash here. So I'm going to expect to see you. But come on back and see us, okay?